Hey, 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 how's everybody doing? It is Coach Shadwin over here. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. It is Friday, and this is a trade recap Fridays. I decided today that I'm going to go live and just recap a trade I took, and then we're going to post it to you guys as students later on. But I wanted to show you this on Euro USD, and the reason I'm doing this today is specifically to show you the just like clockwork playing out today, because I know a lot of people has joined us recently on some of our streams on our Thursday trainings, and they've been really excited on Tuesday as well to see what the just like clockwork video series done. So I wanted just to recap to all our students again the importance of having these little tools in your arsenal. In fact, I shouldn't call it little tools. Shout out to Ninja Nate as well, but I wanted to prove the concept again. And today was one of those days where it played out perfectly. I should say the entire week it actually played out perfectly, but today's one was a good one for an actual trade recap as well. So I'm not going to keep it too long, but let me go ahead and show you how this played out today. So, okay, so if you go in your back end and you're one of our students, or if you've joined us on the Tuesday program, then you've gotten access to the Just Like Clockwork video series. And as you can see, I have these two boxes over here, which the one box tells me that the day is going to close down, which as you can see is starting to close down. And then the other box tells me what New York is likely to do. So this is live price action, by the way. I'm going to show you the trade, and I'm going to show you the screenshot I took while I was actually in the trade at the time. Okay. So Coach Brian's live at the moment on TikTok as well, and I thought, you know what, let me give him a break. It's supposed to be his day to do the trade recap, but I thought I'd go live and show it in any case, right? So let's have a look here what the actual New York projection showed, and then also what price action did throughout the day. So, if you are in one of our programs, you know that we teach you this process of predicting 8 hours or 10 hours in advance what the market is going to do. Let's look at how long before the time we knew that the market was going to do this. Let's say over there when it starts dropping, that's a 12-hour in advance. We knew that the market is going to drop in New York session. Not only that, we also saw that the market's going to give us a strong drop down. Okay. And let's look if that's what the market did. That's exactly what it did. Gave us a strong drop down. Now, today was particularly impressive because both London and New York had strong momentum pushes, right? So we see that even London had this strong drop over here. And of course, that's exactly what we got in London as well, which was this drop over here. So, two good sells for the day, right? And it was all predicted. Now, let's see how long in advance we got London's projection. London told us 11 hours in advance. 11 hours in advance what it's going to be. So if you're finding that valuable, please, if you're watching this replay today and you're not yet subscribed to our actual program, then please, please, please make sure that you go ahead and go to our links in the description and go and sign up on our Just Like Clockwork video series. Also, please go ahead and subscribe to the actual channel that you're watching this on right now. So let me show you how I actually took this, because it's one thing to know where the market's going to go, but I also want to show you how I took it, right? So with the Clockwork video series, there's a couple of key concepts in your bonus video that I gave you guys, but also on Tuesdays, I go a little deeper and show you exactly where. And I'm not going to cover all of those things now because this is just a simple trade recap, but let me show you what my thinking was before getting in this trade. So I come to the market, and the market's pushing up quite a bit like that. And one of the things you don't want to do is don't go chasing. We don't want to be thinking that we know exactly where the market's going to turn around. Instead, we want to anticipate what it's going to do. Now, we had our projections in already. We know that the day is likely going to turn down. We know that New York's going to be down, right? So, on account of those two things, we are looking for sells. When we see the market buying like this, we don't get involved because that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for sells, right? So what we then do is we look for areas where the market is likely to sell from. Now we had two areas. Let me show you real quick on the 4 hour and on the 1 hour. We know that if we get above a high, that means we are external, right? That when we are external of a range, we're likely to pull back internal. So that's a confluence. That says that the video series, the Just Like Clockwork program, shows us that we're likely to go down in New York, but now also we've just cleared out a high. So that's an additional confirmation. And then coupled to that, we go external, right? And this is what I've been teaching in the last couple of classes for the last few weeks. We go external, but we also go into a long wick gap, which is internal. So we are both external and internal at the same time. So what do I do? How do we catch that sell? So yeah, let me recap what we've got. The projection shows that we are going down, right? The New York projection. The market has just gone external, and we run into a higher time frame internal area. We still don't have the actual execution. We're still waiting, right? We got to wait for that intention, that confirmation that the market's going to go down. So where do we get that? Since we were looking at a 1 hour over here that broke that 1 hour high, we now know that we need to look for a 5 minute to turn around and go down. Okay. Our first attempt can be on a 5 minute gap, and our second attempt can be on a breaker structure of the 5 minute. Now, where's our 5 minute gap? I cannot make this up. Look at this. Our first 5 minute gap happens right here. Boom. Right? It happens right here. And when we get that gap, we can take that trade. And that's exactly where I executed that trade. Now, I got in a little better than that. As you can see, I got this 2 minute over here, but that's more so an advanced concept. Don't worry about that. But if you were to get in here and you stuck to my rules of allowing your trade to come back one more time and then moving to break even, you will catch this entire move down. That's a 3 hour trade. So what does that mean for some of us? If you're risking $100, that's $300 you just made. You're risking $1,000, that's $3,000 that you just made, right? But let me show you. So I was in this trade and I was communicating with someone else, family member of mine, that was asking about where did I get in. I'm going to show you what I actually posted so that you can see the before and after. And I sent it to him on WhatsApp so you can see that I sent this and this is the target. So let me go and get that up real quick. So check this out. Let me reshare my screen so you can see both of them side by side. How do I do this? Oh, entire screen side by side. Okay, so this is both what I posted on WhatsApp. As you can see over here, WhatsApp image. That's today's date. And I showed him that that's where I got in, right? And price is leaving. And I also said at that particular time on WhatsApp, I said to him, man, this thing is coming back up to entry. If it goes there, I'll allow it one more time. And then afterwards, I'm going to let it go, right? But luckily, after it came back in, it just continued down after that. And it's now hit TP. As you can see, there's the take profit. With the exception of me just drawing on this on the live that you just saw, these are identical. Identical, right? There's the actual entry. There's the actual target. Price came back up and now is hit target and closed out. How did we know? 14 hours in advance, we knew where the market is going because we have these things in our arsenal, right? We have these things in our arsenal. The market was supposed to go down based on that projection, and that's exactly what happened. So that's been the trade recap today for Trade Recap Fridays. It's myself, Coach Chadwin. We don't like to keep these videos too long. We want to keep it quite short. But if you're seeing this on YouTube, I want you to go ahead and look in the description and join our Just Like Clockwork program. This is a free program. We do trainings on Thursday. Forgive me, I got a bit of a cold. We do trainings on Thursday and trainings on Tuesday. And Thursdays are free for everyone to show up. And then we invite you to something on Tuesday if you want to join as well. but you'll get a lot of this information in those sessions. Now, if you're watching this on our school network, on our private community, with our students, then students, I want you to go and review again the Just Like Clockwork video series. See how you can combine that with what I've been teaching in the last couple of weeks, and how we can make that increase your profits and reduce your risk as a whole. Hope you guys have been blessed by that. Please, if you're watching this on YouTube, please comment below, so that we know that you guys are engaged. Your students as well, please comment, help us build this, share the channel as well, share it to your friends and family. Let's grow this. We are trying to reach 100,000 families with the skills of day trading, and we just want to honor God and just help people trade as well. You guys be blessed. On purpose, being Coach Chadwin. If you want to learn to trade, hit us up and you know what? I'll put that up at the end here. If you want to learn to trade, you guys can send us an email and we'll get in contact with you guys as well. But be blessed on purpose. Happy Friday, everybody. Spend some time with the family on the weekend. You guys be blessed.